Kharkiv's mayor says at least 40 explosions rattled the city in the aftermath of a wave of deadly Russian attacks Saturday, one night after Moscow carried out one of the war's largest aerial assaults on Ukraine.
It was a horrible morning in Kharkiv. Civilian infrastructure and residential buildings were hit. Drone footage documents some of the aftermath as Ukraine's second largest city, located just a few dozen kilometers from the Russian border, has been under constant Russian shelling during the more than 3-year war. Firefighters were seen Saturday battling flames and evacuating residents from an apartment building hit during the attack. This woman says, when the attack drones started buzzing closer and closer, and finally, when the sound was right over our house, we took our dog and cats and hid behind the wall in the corridor. We sat down on the floor, and then it hit. The Ukrainian military says Russian troops launched 206 drones, 2 ballistic and 7 other missiles against Ukraine overnight, hitting 10 locations, killing at least 3 people and injuring 22, including a 1.5-month-old baby, according to the city's mayor. Russia has launched extensive attacks on Ukraine in recent days in what's being viewed as retaliation for a surprise drone operation in Kyiv that debilitated more than a third of Russia's strategic cruise missile carriers. On Friday, Russia launched a barrage of drones and ballistic missiles across Ukraine, killing at least 6 people and injuring dozens of others. Meanwhile, a planned exchange of Russian and Ukrainian prisoners of war failed to take place Saturday, with Moscow accusing Kyiv of postponing the swap at the last minute, something Ukrainian officials dismissed as dirty games from the Kremlin, saying the two sides had agreed to exchange seriously wounded and young troops on Saturday, but a date had not yet been set for the repatriation of soldiers' bodies. Ukraine and Russia had originally agreed to exchange more prisoners this weekend during a second round of peace talks in Istanbul on Monday.
Although prisoner of war swaps had been a rare point of agreement between the warring countries, the unraveling of Saturday's scheduled exchange underscores the lack of trust that so far marred peace talks. Rhianne Campbell, City News.